did and everything. But this is the main piece. For the sake of time, I'll just go ahead and do this. I'm not going to worry about sanding or painting or anything really, because it's just a little kit I got for free. So I'll go ahead and put it together. I have the front piece and the back piece of the helmet there. Then on the rubber runner, I need to get a piece of A. Yeah, I said it. So go ahead and think what you want. Now I will put this piece of A into this little slot right here. It's real simple. There's like a little cup in there. You just put this piece into, and you go ahead and have it point down. And then when you get the neck piece, it'll fit in there all nice and neat and everything. And I can take the front of the helmet, and there's going to be male ends and female ends. This has the female ends, little holes. This is the male ends with these little pegs. It's pretty basic to understand. You line them up, and you just squeeze them together. And, a lot of the cheaper kits sometimes don't line up right, or sometimes those little pit marks that I was showing you that I like to sand off, they'll bend in a funny way and won't let it close all the way. So it's another reason to sand, just makes it better quality. There we have the start of his helmet. You know, looks okay. If I sanded this and put primer on it, there's a noticeable line from where the two pieces combined. I mean, you can see it even if I don't focus. Focus just over. There we go. You can see there's this noticeable line here. It shouldn't be there. It shows that it's actually two pieces. If you sand, you put primer over it. Well, actually, you should start by using cement. The cement will melt both pieces of plastic and actually fuse them together. At least it's supposed to. And then you can sand it, and it'll be one solid piece of plastic. And then when you put paint on it, you won't be able to see the seam anymore. And it'll look like it was always one piece, like it's more of a manufactured item than a toy or a shiny piece of plastic. So anyway, enough about that. Next in the directions it says I need piece 30, which is right here. Even without numbers you can pretty much tell which pieces are which. I mean, how unique is that piece? You're never going to mistake that piece for something else on here. So, I mean, sometimes there are pieces that look a lot alike, and you won't know which one to grab unless you have numbers, but for the most part, anybody can figure this out. These are his little antennas, I guess. I don't actually know this guy or what these are used for, but spot in the back, spot for this, pretty obvious. Put it in there, hear that snap, it's in. Now he's in moonlight as a boombox if you wanted to. Okay, next it says to put the sticker in and then the visor. I'll go ahead and use stickers for this kit, why not? I mean, I have plenty of other kits that I can use paint and sanding on, and I can just use this one as an example, just for my friend and for anybody else who cares. Sticker, visor. If you don't know how to do stickers, then you have worse problems than trying to figure out how to put together a model kit. One item I didn't pick up yet is a set of tweezers. So, tweezers are helpful for putting stickers in places and grabbing parts. What I'll just use as a pencil, I don't have the lead out, but I'll just gently rub with the side of it to smooth out that sticker in there. I do kind of like the way this sticker looks. I mean, it's a shiny metallic. So now there's a shine in there. Oh, that's kind of a cool shine. Okay. And now we need this green piece, which don't really think they went overboard with this green piece. All you need is the visor, right? But look at this huge block surrounding it, this big green block. They could have really saved some money if they didn't have that. But maybe it's a piece to the model down the road that I just haven't seen yet, but for the most part, it just looks like a waste of money. Being very slow with this one because like I said, the friction will turn pieces white, and if I do it slow, you know, there's less chance of going white. There's a little bit of a discoloration on it. I doubt you can see it. Oh wait, there you can. Right before my finger you can see there's a little white dot right there. But that'll be covered up hopefully. So now I will put the visor in. It seems to fit kind of funny. Thought it would fill up more of the visor. And again, I don't really know this guy, so I don't know how it's supposed to fit. Basically, it covered most of it, but there's still a silver bar at the top, you notice, where it didn't cover it. Then I got another piece here that I'm supposed to put on, so maybe that'll help. Piece 19, which is the, I don't know what it's called really, but it goes on their forehead. It's an ornamental piece, which in most of the guns it probably has a purpose, like an antenna or who knows what else. Okay, yeah, it went like I thought. There was this, the gap between the visor and the sticker I was telling you about. This piece is like a little bill that pops in there, and it'll cover up that gap. Kind of. It needs to be sanded because those little pips are kind of touching. If I ever really get a stickler for this guy, I'll go back in time and sand all this down. I like the way it looks, kind of, I guess. Got that little green visor, and not too bad, but the head is pretty much done. So what it'll look like, you got the underside, it's empty. So nobody's ever going to see that part unless they take it apart. With painting, this piece would really look a lot better. Like these, there's guns here, these little holes. They're supposed to be guns, and they're supposed to be yellow. So I mean, a little bit of painting can make it look more like what it's supposed to, and maybe do some panel lining, which I'll talk about some other time or later on, or whatnot. Okay, now it wants me to put together the shoulders and the arm, so we'll go ahead and do that. I'm guessing these brown parts are the shoulders, obviously. So you can tell that they're round, and then there's a little nubbin at the bottom, which would go into the forearm to hold it together. So I need piece 22 and 27. They mate together. 27 is actually the one I was just pointing at. There's 27. There's 22. I'm going to need piece E from my rubber runner. Piece E will stick out, and it'll make the shoulder joint, which normally a shoulder joint is ball and socket, which means it has free motion, but in these cheaper